Right then, who's next on the list? Okay, Williams. This has got to be a good livery, hasn't it? I'm really looking forward to this one. No Martini, getting a little bit stale, that Martini livery, so this should be big. This should be a really good launch. Toro Rosso earlier on today, a little bit dull, so I'm expecting really big things. You saw in my predictions video, yeah, this is going to be a lovely looking livery. What's this? Oh, a new sponsorship. Nice. Rocket. Red and white, red and black. This is going to be something special, isn't it? Let's strap ourselves in. We're moments away from Williams launching their Formula 1 2019 car. What is that? I'm a little bit shocked here, boys and girls. What is that? I mean, Formula 1, please, Williams. We don't want some little splodgy painted, rushed, last second little changes mess. What this thing? Where's your F1 car, please? You're not actually putting this on the track, are you? You're not actually gonna race with this. Oh, you are. Oh, this is your actual livery you're using. Oh dear. I think you can tell I don't like this livery, and I'm very disappointed. And gear in for the next 10 minutes because a rant is seriously brewing. Everything leading up to this launch was looking so rosy for Williams. That little teaser trailer with the electric aqua blue. We saw even the team kits. Look at this. Oh, this is going to be completely off the rails today, everybody. So really just strap yourself in. Look at that team kit. Mega. Black. Little bits of blue. Looks very naughty. We saw that teaser trailer, as I just mentioned. Flashes of blue, mostly dark colours. Looked like it was going back to the almost late 2000s, early 2010s looking Williams, which were some beautiful looking bits of machinery. Even if they'd gone fully blue, brilliant stuff. They can't really get it wrong. There's been so many complaints for the last few years that, it's the same every year. Don't get me wrong, I quite like the Martini looking car, but there's no way they were going to get it wrong. But somehow, they've actually gone and done it. And there's a few reasons why this livery is terrible. The main reason, which I believe to be the reason, is I think Rocket has come on as a last minute sponsorship. Because you look at this car, you look at the front, the nose there. Look where Orlan is. And look at that almost triangle. That triangle on the front of the car where they've faded the white to the blue. That is the big issue here, is the fact that the gradients they've put on this car are so bizarre, but it's all around the Rocket branding. You can't see it in this picture very well because of the poor resolution, but this is taken from their official launch video. But you can just see at the top, it's almost as if they've slapped this logo in the middle of the car, and they were almost like, oh, no, we have to have white behind the logo. We can't have it blue. So they've gone, lines, we don't really feel like having lines or anything like that. Let's just make a gradient. Gradients are cool. But no, they're not cool if you do an absolute botched job like Williams have done. Look at this Neo car. A lot of people saying the Williams looks like a Formula E car. This Neo, where it starts white, fades into the blue, big thumbs up from me. Love this livery. However, this monstrosity, no, this is not winning any awards. You can tell I'm passionate about this one because I was so excited. So they're a team I love. Williams, they've got two of my favourite drivers in the car this year, and they're going to be a team I really look out for on the grid. But I'm really just cannot get over the... Look on the side pod. Look how... Just think, if there wasn't even that bit of blue at the top, if it was blue almost in the underbelly of the car, and as you got higher and higher it went to white, brilliant. But it's just the fact that it's just being slapped onto the side of the car with no care or consideration for the design. Says to me if this was a last minute job. And if it wasn't a last minute job, then I think you're going to have to consider firing some of the staff. I understand that there's a lot of people out there that really like this livery. And there are a lot of people out there that are saying it could grow on them. We haven't really seen this car in very good lighting. But I mean, come on. This is so rushed. Look at that nose. Look at the nose. How much better would this car have looked on this front shot if, for one, the top of the T-cam and the top of the car was white, like the halo? Brilliant. But the nose was white. Make the top white, the sides blue. That is so easy to do. It's just these lazy gradient switches. I mean, look at the back there. Just left of the number 88 and above the rear tyre. What even is that egg? The egg that the rocket is in. It's a real disappointment. Because I think they're almost there. That's the annoying bit. It's almost there. But I think what I always love about a Formula 1 car is when it's smart, but also it's streamlined. And what I mean by that is there's lots of deliberate lines that really follow and complement the shape of the car. And that was something that actually, in this livery, with the halo, I think they've implemented the halo really well. But at the rear end of the car and the nose, it's done so awfully, it's almost unbearable. Now, I think what they were trying to do is almost what Renault did last year, whereas if you look at it, sorry, I just can't take that seriously, that front wing shot. If you look at it as a side-on view, I think they were trying to make it look blue, and then from the aerial view, they were trying to make it look white. But that's just not what it is. That's not what it is. And if you look at it from this angle, you've got to admit it looks like there's been a mistake on the front wing. Now, what I will just add, and there is time for this livery to be saved. This car is their 2018 car with 2019 front wing and rear wing. So, I'm thinking just maybe, that some of these real awful bits of scruffy paintwork, like the end of the rocket logo, like the front nose, I'm hoping, I am praying that on the 2019 car, in actual fact, that's just the design of the car. So the front wing doesn't have these awful little, tiny little blue splodges at the very bottom. That behind the rocket logo, it doesn't just look like an egg, and that it is just white all the way to the back of the car. I'm hoping that's the case. And if that is reality, and that the nose does look fine, and the back of the car does look fine, my opinions will drastically change. However, my God, I don't think I've ever been as disappointed with the livery, and you've got to understand, being a Haas F1 fan, I was pretty gutted this weekend with their launch. Being a Lotus F1 fan as well, it was almost a match made in heaven. So when I was a little bit deflated with that, I thought, there's no way it can get worse. But seeing Toro Rosso's this morning, I thought, that's a little bit deflating. I thought they could change it up a little bit. But seeing this poor attempt, I suppose they're trying to reimagine the team. They're trying to really pull them up out of the ashes. But this does not look like a livery to me that's screaming, aggressive, race-winning car. It looks like one that's saying, we need the money. You can see in that shot there, it's just cut off the top sponsor. That is 3 major sponsors just in your face. And that doesn't really stand for the Williams team that I think we all know and we all love. And I get it. A lot of people are saying this car is the Marmite car. I've stolen that from Aldas, but he said that and I thought, this is 100% correct. You either love this or you hate this. I'm 100% in the camp that I hate this, but I hope you can understand that this is on the 2018 car. So many of these liveries, like the Haas livery, are going to look completely different on the 2019 cars. And so fingers crossed, big fingers crossed, that is, that this livery is going to save itself. Because I think it has potential. It's almost there, but as you can see, that nose bit is the bit that really grinds my gears. But if the 2019 version, where the white is, it ends, brilliant. Small mistakes on this car, small little mistakes, has really ruined it for me. But I'd love to know your thoughts. And on that note as well, my favourite livery from last year was very similar to this. It was the Alfa Romeo, predominantly white with that burgundy backing. So it's not completely miles away for me. It's just those tiny little nooks and crannies that have really let it down. And I'd love to know your thoughts in the comments below, because I'm sure this isn't going to be the last divisive livery for the season. I'm 100% sure of that. But at the same time, it is going to be a real question on whether you love it or do you hate it. Thanks guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.